Disclaimer: before this video starts, please do not send any hate to this guy. After hearing your story, you'll see why he really did this. Thanks again, and enjoy the video. So before we get into the interview, I just want to say and tell you guys what was going on. So basically, as you guys know, there's a hacker, and that basically would go and steal your pets out of your inventory. It's a script, and those pets would just automatically be stolen and deleted. Well, I actually got into a VC with Jump Around and the hacker himself, and he basically went over everything. And also later in the video, he actually does go onto my alt account and does wipe some of the pets. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and now into the interview. Hey.
All right, how's it going?
It's going well. Yeah, I am the Uber person.
So
I joined
you're the
those
hacker.
people. Yeah, that was me.
So what was your
Dude,
plan on
okay,
doing
can you
this?
kind of explain it to us, like how it works and why you did it?
I can't say exactly how it works, but it has to do with the fact that the code between Pet Simulator 2 and Pet Simulator X are exactly the same.
So during different parts of the video, I'll stop and explain everything that happened. So basically, this is the hacker himself. He basically designed the script. Now, he really cannot say how he did it just for privacy reasons. And also, he doesn't want anybody to figure out about this because it's like a really dangerous script to use. And if it gets put in the wrong hands, then it's definitely an issue. But basically, the Pet Simulator 2 and the Pet Simulator X database is the same. So that's how he was easily able to do it. And it really didn't take him a lot of work, he said. Okay.
So if you look at 2 and X, even though the game was made like in 2016 or something, and it uses completely outdated code, Preston just pasted it to get more money. That's just the truth. The
Okay.
Yeah.
reason that I decided to attack the game was actually because I was doing a bug report, but I had DMs with moderators. I wasn't getting any response. It made sense because it was like 1 a.m. But Preston has a history of just ghosting people and doing nothing. Like, there hasn't
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
an update in 3 months. All he does is add DLC pets.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the reason that I did it was because if everyone in the entire community is mad at Preston, it's a bit harder for him to dodge questions.
So
Like,
this was like meant for like kind of like a backlash on Preston kind of thing. Like that
yes,
was
it
your whole
was pretty
plan.
much that.
So I'm gonna stop it here because this is where it gets a little bit controversial. So he says the reason for him doing this is because Preston hasn't updated. He's ghosting people on PetSimX and he's not doing anything. And he basically wants to put something out there to get Preston to update the game. Now I perfectly understand this. It's just the fact that you're taking other people's pets that they worked hard to get for it. And he explains it later in the video about how he feels bad about doing it and hopes Preston can re-roll it back. So I really don't think this guy is that bad of a guy. He just really wants Preston to learn his lesson about not updating the game and ghosting a lot of his fans. Okay.
Thing
Like,
is,
if,
are you gonna keep making these scripts until Preston like does something about it?
yeah, I do it to force him to learn, but he just never changes. He never gets better about his act. So I will
Yeah.
keep doing it until he
This is
actually
crazy right now,
properly
guys.
fixes up his game. But that'll probably be a very long time. Like,
What was
he
I got a question for you. What was your goal with this? Or sorry, my bad. You already told me, but you were using a script that deleted pets, right?
yes.
Were you doing that to just have players learn and to make Preston feel bad, right? To fix his game?
It was mainly to give players a reality check because Preston's not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Right.
understand.
it's either he's going to own up about it. He didn't even ping anyone about this. And the game is opened now. There's still a lot of issues in the game. Like, it's not stealing pets, but there's a crap ton of issues in the game.
So can I ask you a
Yep.
question real quick?
Yeah.
So when he like took the game down, and did he do anything? Like, did he like affect your script in any way, or was there just nothing done when came back up?
Uh, I would give you the answer to that question, but there's some funny stuff that's happened with the game recently. I
Okay.
can
And
tell you
are
that
you not
not
allowed to share that?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to share it, but I did make like the script in the first place. I feel like I'm allowed to share what I have made.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed that much, really. Like,
Okay.
there's still a lot of things that can be done.
Yeah. Hmm. Wow. So you're just going like for anybody you can. Like there were like rumors that you were attacking leaderboard players. Is that true?
Actually, it wasn't leaderboard players. What I was doing is the initial goal was to wipe everyone who had duped pets, who was cheating or had scammed anyone, who was black marketing
Hmm.
items.
You
But
gotta go for I like train and inspire Caden then.
I've got to go for all of those bitches. Yeah, that was the goal.
Yeah.
Really, I eventually just decided to start joining trading servers, and that's why they were all getting wiped.
Yeah.
Because it can have like a capacity of way more players than Pet Simulator actually can.
Yeah. 100%. So I do have another question. Um, how many pets have you like deleted? Like what you got like a I don't know like an about how much like so this part is pretty crazy. Now I guarantee you when we do the math and figure out how many huges that he has deleted from people or pets in total, a lot of you guys are gonna be pretty shocked, and it is actually really shocking to me when I heard it for the first time. But I'll just let you guys hear it and just be ready for this number. Not exactly, but about.
I didn't save any information on any of the pets that I wiped.
Okay.
I know I know that the average person with 6 trillion value, which was the servers I was targeting, they have around 350 pets. And I was doing this for 3 hours, and it was usually servers of around 15 to 20 people.
Wow.
So if you multiply 350 times 20 and however long I was doing it, you can get the amount of pets that are
So
gone.
350 times 20 is about 7,000 times, what'd you say, 3 hours?
Yeah.
So that'd be about 21,000 pets.
I think it was way more than that. I was like, I
So
wasn't doing it
I
per hour. I was
you were
like immediately
deleting
rejoining.
the whole inventory, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why weren't you only just going for the huges and the pets with value?
Well, I've
Because huges, in my opinion, don't have any value. They only scale to the value of your best pet. I realize
now the comment he made, I kind of really agree with it right there. He was basically like, yeah, the huges, they don't really have a value. They're no value to me. And I 100% agree with the statement right there.
really don't like the idea that huges are better. Because realistically, they're not. They're just hard to get. They have good value because Priston overprices them.
Yeah.
But if nobody can have them, then see, it has no value.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a pretty smart guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A while back, there was also another issue that was like the same thing. It happened like a couple months after Pet Simulator was released. It was Pet Simulator X. And I went through every single server in the entire game and I renamed everyone's pets to Owo. And I was talking with a moderator about this yesterday, and I apparently even changed the names of his pets.
Oh wow.
So if I brought back that bot to wipe all of the pets of everyone in the server, I definitely could have gotten rid of everyone out there. But I didn't want to just automate it. I wanted to just go after people who were trading.
That's
And
that's crazy.
as I said originally, I was trying to go after people who were duping or scamming people. I did it multiple times. Like, there was someone who was 66 on the leaderboard who was scamming people.
Does that
So I
person
wiped all of their exclusives.
does that person happen to be Mooney?
No,
No.
I'm thinking of Mooney, but I mean someone else. I don't know exactly what the person's number username was. But
Okay.
yes, it was me who attacked Mooney. I was in the server there.
Yeah. So you're basically gonna do this until something gets done by Preston himself. And it's like we were looking before, like he's still offline. Like even with this whole situation like going on, it's like he doesn't even care. He's sitting offline.
Yeah, because if people lose all of their pets, then they're gonna have to pay Robux to get gems to
Yeah.
trade up.
So I just want to point this out here. This guy is super smart, and he knows exactly what he's doing, exactly when he's gonna do it, and exactly how he's gonna do it. He's had everything planned and thought about, and he knows what he's doing. It's crazy how much this guy has thought about it. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
this
are
also
you
branched off into a vulnerability that let me steal pets out of people's inventories and give it to myself. Like I have stolen like trillions worth of gems and exclusive pets.
That's crazy.
I did get
and
banned.
are
for
can
that.
I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Are you the only one who's doing this, or do you have like a team of
That's a good
people, or have you
question.
like leaked the script on GitHub and whatnot?
I haven't publicly leaked it, but I did talk with people about the script being discovered. Originally, I just wanted to tell Preston about it. Like, I wanted to be completely passive with him.
Mhm.
But because of Preston's history, I just decided to go ahead and abuse it while it was still out there. I didn't give anyone else the script that I had, but I know a lot of people who are really good at coding, so they found out how it works as well. They did it in like 1 hour. PSX was down for 3 hours. Preston definitely could have done something.
And people can keep making these scripts, right? There's no way that he can patch it.
Oh, there's definitely a way he can patch them. Like,
Yeah,
this,
can't he put a anti-exploit script into his game?
well, it depends. Anti-exploits aren't really all that good. I like specialize with making and bypassing anti-exploits. That's why I was able to make something so stupid in Pet Simulator.
That's
But
crazy.
if he put an anti-exploit in, it would stop the auto-farmers and all of the people using bank stealing scripts. I don't know if anyone knows about that, but there's people that are tricking people into running scripts that just invite them to their bank, and
Yep.
then they take every single pet out of that bank. I know who's doing it. I keep like booting off his website, but he keeps making new ones.
You're a smart guy. Wow.
I know that. I just DM'd Gamer and said you're
Yeah.
super smart.
So I do have a question, another one. So like, do you have to be in the server with like who you're gonna wipe to wipe them, or can you like do it like across servers? Like how do you do that?
I haven't really experimented with trying to wipe someone who is not in the same server as me. I have a feeling it's still possible. The way Preston coded his game was he put most of the stuff the server runs. He put it in module script so I can just see the source code of his game. So I can see exactly what it's doing. I just haven't really cared enough to check if I could wipe people through each server without even being in it.
Wow.
He'd probably have to like fully shut down the game if that happened.
Yeah, so initially the issue with deleting pets that was like 8 months ago or something, however long ago it was because he wasn't checking if you own the pet before you do any actions with it. So anyone could have done that. Anyone could have done anything with your pets. But he eventually did fix that. So I feel like it would be a lot harder to do because he checks the username and stuff like that to see if you own the pet.
Wow.
So I think that it wouldn't be
He
possible
needs
with
to update
normal.
his game code.
Yes, it hasn't been updated since Pet Simulator 2 came out.
Yeah, because he's lazy and he's trying to do the minimum to get money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I made a damage multiplier the moment PSX came out. It was just it was firing the farm coin remote multiple times. It was the exact same script that happened in Pet Simulator 2. Like, if you get someone to decompile both games, they're using the exact same framework. It's just a new map. Even a lot of the pets, like in the snow area, you can see the snowman, which is one of the legendary pets. It's like an epic pet in Pet Simulator 2.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
You pretty much just exposed Preston.
Yeah, but it won't really do anything. Hopefully it'll just get people to notice Preston's behavior.
Yeah, so basically you're just seeking kind of revenge for the stuff that he like never did. Like not like never did, but like stuff he should have
So
done which he never did
so pretty
basically.
much what you're doing is you're trying to make the game better.
Yeah, I'm trying to force him to learn. I'm trying to force him to change, but I don't think he actually will.
Have
So what
you
I'm hoping is he'll either change or the game will just slowly die because I'll just keep making scripts until he does something about it.
have you been
Mhm.
involved with any other script like that's been in this game, such as like duping or like crashing servers or like bank stealing?
Yes, I made a server crasher script like a month ago,
Oh
but
wow.
the way I made it was I basically just took a different one that someone used. I did give them credits. But the way server crashing works is because, again, Preston's framework is shit. You can load anything into the game, and there's no check if it's a valid thing. So you can just load something with an arbitrarily long name. That's like 9 megabytes of data.
Wow.
And then the server will just immediately die. The ping will jump up to 99999. That's also why people have been having issues with joining servers when their client just completely crashes when they join.
So if you ever try to join the trading plaza and it's always like teleport fails and the client crashes, that is actually because of this guy. He actually did that and made that happen from crashing the server. So it's actually pretty crazy how he did do it.
Pet Simulator.
So that's why it does that, because that's happened to me multiple times. Like I try and get in.
Same.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is my script because it basically puts thousands of different remotes with a name that's 5,000 characters long into the game, and the client can't really handle that.
So he hasn't even
It's
fixed.
actually people trying to dupe
Wow.
because that's what the script is used for. So every time that your client crashes like that, it's a different person trying to dupe.
So, so I mean that hasn't even been fixed, and that's been in the game for like I don't know, 2 months, maybe three
It's been in
months.
the game since Pet Simulator 2 released.
Wow. That is
Dang, that's
crazy.
probably nice for the exploiters then, because he just copied like all the code from the original game.
Yeah, and if you now look at Pet Simulator X, all of the scripts for it also exist back in Pet Simulator 2.
That's
So
crazy.
when Pet Simulator X closes, if people jump back to Pet Simulator 2, the same scripts will work in that game. I just didn't want to attack Pet Simulator 2.
Well, yeah, there's not really a point to.
There's not a point to it, and there's slightly some nostalgia at least. Like, I played Pet Simulator 1 and 2 all the time, like, when it released. Even though the game kind of sucked. It only has 100 players.
Wow, that is crazy. It's a lot.
Well, do you have anything else that you think would be important to share?
No, there's not really much else to say. Like, I don't think Preston will DM.
So right here, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because really nothing too juicy happened this amount of time. But I am gonna do it where he actually joins my alt account and he actually does wipe the pets to prove that he's the hacker and this actually does work. So enjoy this clip.
Yeah, I think he's
Because
public.
the wipe one, I only have it set up to wipe everyone in the server. I can make it specifically target you, though. It will just be a second.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Uh,
he's in. He's in. So we're about to see my pets get wiped real quick. All right, so as you guys can see, I got 12 pets right here. They're about to get wiped. All
Wait,
these
oh,
pets.
send it
He
really
he
quick.
just joined. He's gonna make it so my pets get wiped. He's over there. This is gonna be pretty crazy.
I need to make sure this is your username really quick.
Oh my.
I executed the script. Oh wait,
Okay.
1 second. Sorry.
Gamer, open your inventory.
My inventory is open there. I showed it, so now no cuts. There they go.
Oh!
Oh, it
Oh!
actually worked, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Holy.
so that's why all of the people on the leaderboard are just
Wow.
disappearing.
It happens in like a
Yeah, they
second.
just get fully wiped. That is crazy.
Yeah, it actually
Oh.
happens instantly. I just have to manually execute it because I didn't make it automate itself.
Wow, dude.
Holy.
So as you guys can see, that is pretty crazy how you go from having all those pets and just boom, getting wiped in a matter of seconds and they all get deleted. Has a question for you. Which streamer you mainly targeted? I don't know if you want to answer that.
I actually didn't mainly target anyone. I don't really have any opinions on any streamers. Because it was
You
at
better not
3
target
a.m.
us now, because we're cool, right? We're cool, right? Right?
I'll hack into your mainframe. I'll turn your light bulbs on and off.
No.
Turn the light bulbs on and off.
But
No.
because it was at like 2 a.m. or something, there were only 3
Yeah.
streamers on. So that's why I only like targeted 3 people before I did the entire wave of trade server wipes. Just simply because nobody was online at that time.
Wow.
I can also give you like the time that it happened. It was at 1:34 a.m. at GMT -6. Because you can see there, like people start talking about their pets just vanishing.
Was that all you, or is there other people who are doing it too?
The first night, it was just me. Because
Wow.
I was just server hopping between trade servers and stuff, and
Just
wiping
wiping
them.
everybody.
Yeah.
I have a question though. So why? So you're not really in for profit. You just kind of want to teach people a lesson.
Like I would like a bug bounty, but I don't expect one for abusing the hell out of it. Because I would like money for my effort. I've been making Pet Simulator scripts for the longest time. But I don't think Preston will want to do that. Especially because like I'm just a random ass exploiter. I don't think he would want anyone to know anything like this would have even happened. It's just in some random user in the Big Games Discord wiped like tens of thousands of exclusive pets out of people's inventories.
Why aren't you keeping the pets? Like if I were an exploiter, I would want to have profit and have like a bunch of huge pets. Like,
some of the pets have been kept, honestly, but realistically, I kind of just want Preston to learn. Like, I am not trying to just steal people's pets and then resell them to the same people. It would also kind of be like a nightmare to manage all of those pets at once. Like,
yeah.
I could definitely just completely steal people's pets. It does happen.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more time and effort.
That is definitely.
There's some people that have scammed me, gamer and stuff. You should probably try and like teach them a lesson. I mean, honestly though, you probably should, because there's this guy I like. Do you know who like I like Train is, and he has like numbers at the end of his username?
Wait, what does that person's avatar look like?
I don't know. He kind of changes it a lot. I don't know how to really explain it, but I know he's a big scammer. He scammed me before. He scammed my friends. He does the thing where he tells people, "Oh, can you
Trade me your
Can you-
huges,
you-
I'll see if they're duped.
Yeah, he says, can you dupe test your huges? And then the person puts their huges in the bank, and then he puts like a bank script, and then it pretty much invites the person to. It pretty much invites him to the person's bank, and then he goes in, takes the huge pets, and leaves.
Yeah, that's another issue, like, with the game. Bank scripts are just always going to happen as long as the bank exists.
So I have a
Yeah,
But, like,
we'll be right
I
back.
I just want to ask you a
I
question.
might have that I like trans guy though. I've seen like usernames like that when I was doing a wipe yesterday, but I
You
honestly
need to
don't know.
honestly, guys. I know you're gonna get mad at me for saying this, but you need to wipe that guy. He needs to learn a lesson. He's probably gonna
Okay.
see this, but like he really does.
I found a bunch of people who are doing that same thing. Like the trading server is just kind of flawed. And it doesn't help that duping is just so rampant. Because now there's like there's way more duped huge cats than there are pets from the beach, you know? Like, I played the game the moment that it released, and I had the ID1 snowman on my main. And it's only had, like, 1,000 that are like that, because it was, like, a rainbow one or something. But then you look at the
What have I missed a lot?
Pixel Demon,
Absolute.
and then there's 600 million of them in the economy.
Yeah.
So I don't think duping can actually be fixed at this point because it's an integral part of the community. Like even with gem prices, like nobody is going to manually farm 1,000,000,000 gems.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are all just duped. They're coming from dupe stashes. You can get gems in bulk for really cheap. It's not that hard to find anyway. And that's what most people do.
Yeah.
I also don't like how Preston handles duped pets. Like,
Yeah.
Just straight up
he,
deletes it, because then it's not
yeah,
fair.
he deletes them after they're traded or put into a bank or something. He could just, like, make them not work at all, be completely visual maybe, have, like, a big icon indicating that they are duped and they are completely worthless.
Yeah.
So basically, the people who like lost their pets, like they'll never get that back. Like there's gonna be like no like they won't roll back to them, right?
Preston could have a rollback, but I honestly don't know.
It depends on what he's like got coded into the game or something, like what he can do to it.
I
Yeah,
haven't
because he can't
seen
insert
anything.
something that'll just
Actually,
re-roll.
he can load in pets whenever he wants it. Like opening eggs, you can choose the pet that you want. It's really stupid. But there is an admin panel in the game. I don't know if it has a command to spawn a pet. If I remember it, it does, but I'm not sure.
Can you, with your script, could you get access to that?
I probably can, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can probably just check the inside of the script right now because I don't really care to find out how the admin panel works internally.
That is crazy.
Very.
But like if you look here, he doesn't even hide it or anything, it's just sitting here.
Alright, let me see.
Here, if I search admin script, and here it is.
Wow.
I'll have to like check the interior of it. I'll have to check it in a while because I don't really care to look at it.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Dang. Definitely some crazy stuff.
How long have you been
Uh,
exploiting
There's
and making
actually a
these
pretty
scripts?
funny backstory to it because I know exactly how I started. I started about 4 or 5 years ago because I played this one game called Legend of the Crescendo RPG. and someone was using the Weird Devs Infinite Jump and told me about it because there was like an admin platform that you could infinite jump to. So I started off by using the infinite jump, but I eventually went on to using JJSploit, which was obviously malware, but I used it anyway. It was on like a school laptop.
Dang.
But after a very long time of just using free trials of stuff, I went on to using I went on to buy like 2 books with real estate. Then I moved on to
You ever
using
like
Python. What
do
did
you ever
say?
like download stuff and it just totally screws up your computer?
I use virtual machines, but yes, there are programs that will mess up your computer the moment you open it. Like, you shouldn't trust anything unless it's like Synapse, because even the leading exploits in the exploiting community, the owner of Proto Smasher, he ratted someone. Like, he gave them malware and extracted DMs from him. Another exploit owner from a different exploit, he tried to dox me. Like, he tried to tell me where I live. He was off by like a lot. He told me I live in Pakistan. I don't.
Wow.
But after using Cobalt, I moved on to using SLX trials. That was just straight up malware. That laptop doesn't work anymore. But I eventually bought
Yeah.
Synapse with a Steam gift card, and I joined the Vermilion community. And I tried making.
Is that VR Million place just full of exploiters?
Yes, it's just an entire forum dedicated to it. It also has like other things like a lounge and Bitcoin subthreads and stuff like that, but the main reason people use it is because of Roblox.
Wow. So this was basically the end of the interview. As you guys can see, we got a lot of information, and we saw this guy was actually the hacker. So I just want to let you guys know, be careful when you're out there. It's not 100% safe, and many other people are getting their hands on the script, so it's really not good. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's been Gamer, and peace out, everybody.